Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Illustrating text 20, text 21, text 22 and text 23 of chapter 19, the appearance of Sukadeva Gosvami of first canto creation of Srimad Bhagavatam, text 20. Na va idam rajarshi varya chitram bhavatsu krishnam samanu vrateshu ye adhyasanam rajakirita jushtam satyo jahur bhagavata parshava kamaha. The sages said, O chief of all the saintly kings of the Canto dynasty, who are strictly in the line of Lord Shri Krishna, it is not at all astonishing that you give up your throne, which is decorated with the helmets of many kings, to achieve eternal association with the personality of Godhead. Foolish politicians who hold political administrative posts think that the temporary posts they occupy are the highest material gain of life, and therefore they stick to those posts even up to the last moment of life, without knowing that achievement of liberation as one of the associates of the Lord in his eternal abode is the highest gain of life. The human life is meant for achieving this end. The Lord has assured us in the Bhagavad Gita many times that going back to Godhead, his eternal abode is the highest achievement. Prahlad Maharaj, while praying to Lord Narasimha, said, O my Lord, I am very much afraid of the materialistic way of life, and I am not the least afraid of your present ghastly ferocious feature as Narasimha Dev. This materialistic way of life is something like a grinding stone, and we are being crushed by it. We have fallen into this horrible whirlpool of the tossing waves of life, and thus, my Lord, I pray at your lotus feet to call me back at your eternal abode as one of your servitors. This is the summit liberation of this materialistic way of life. I have very bitter experience of the materialistic way of life. In whichever species of life I have taken birth, compelled by the force of my own activities, I have very painfully experienced two things, namely separation from my beloved and meeting with what is not wanted. And to counteract them, the remedies which I undertook were more dangerous than the disease itself. So I drift from one point to another, birth after birth, and I pray to you therefore to give me a shelter at your lotus feet. The Pandav kings, who are more than many saints of the world, knew the bitter results of the materialistic way of life. They were never captivated by the glare of the imperial throne they occupied, and they sought always the opportunity of being called by the Lord to associate with him eternally. Maharaj Parikshit was the worthy grandson of Maharaj Yudhishthir. Maharaj Yudhishthir gave up the imperial throne to his grandson, and similarly Maharaj Parikshit, the grandson of Maharaj Yudhishthir, gave up the imperial throne to his son Janmejaya. That is the way of all the kings in the dynasty, because they are all strictly in the line of Lord Krishna. Thus the devotees of the Lord are never enchanted by the glare of materialistic life, and they live impartially, unattached to the objects of the false, illusory, materialistic way of life. Text 21. Sarve vayam tava dihasma he atha kalevaram yavada sau vihaya lokam param virjaskam vishokam yasya tyayam bhagavata pradhanah. We shall all wait here until the foremost devotee of the Lord Maharaj Parikshit returns to the supreme planet, which is completely free from all kinds of lamentation and mundane contamination. Beyond the limitation of the material creation, which is compared to the cloud in the sky, there is the Paravyom, or the spiritual sky, full of planets called Vaikunthas. Such Vaikuntha planets are also differently known as the Purushottama Lok, Achyuta Lok, Trivikrama Lok, Rishikesh Lok, Keshava Lok, Aniruddha Lok, Madhava Lok, Pradyumna Lok, Sankarshana Lok, Sridhara Lok, Vasudevaya Lok, Ayodhya Lok, Dwarka Lok, and many other millions of spiritual lokas wherein the personality of Godhead predominates all the living entities. There are liberated souls with spiritual bodies as good as that of the Lord. There is no material contamination, everything there is spiritual, and therefore there is nothing objectively lamentable. They are full of transcendental bliss and are without birth, death, old age and disease. And amongst all the above mentioned Vaikuntha Lokas, there is one supreme lok called Goloka Vrindavan, which is abode of the Lord Shri Krishna and his specific associates. Maharaj Parikshit was destined to achieve this particular lok, and the great rishis assembled there could foresee this. All of them consulted amongst themselves about the great departure of the great king, and they wanted to see him till the last moment, because they would no more be able to see such a great devotee of the Lord. When a great devotee of the Lord passes away, there is nothing to be lamented. because the devotee is destined to enter into the kingdom of God. But the sorry plight is that such great devotees leave our sight, and therefore there is every reason to be sorry. As the Lord is rarely to be seen by our present eyes, so also are the great devotees. The great rishis therefore correctly decided to remain on the spot till the last moment. Text 22. Ashrutya tada rishi gana vachah parikshita samama madhuchuda guru chavyalikam abhasha tainan bhinandya yuktan shushrusha manasha charitani vishnoha. All that was spoken by the great sages was very sweet to hear, full of meaning and appropriately presented as perfectly true. So after hearing them, Maharaj Parikshit, desiring to hear of the activities of Lord Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, congratulated the great sages. Text 23. Samagataha sarvat eva sarve vedayatha murti dharas triprushte nehata namutra cha kashacha nartha rute paranugraha matmashilam. The king said, O great sages, you have all very kindly assembled here. Having come from all parts of the universe, you are all as good as supreme knowledge personified, who resides in the planet above the three worlds Satyalok. Consequently, you are naturally inclined to do good to others, and but for this, you have no interest either in this life or in the next. 6 kinds of opulences, namely wealth, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation, are all originally the different attributes pertaining to the absolute personality of Godhead. The living entities, who are part and parcel entities of the Supreme Being, have all these attributes partially up to the full strength of 78%. In the material world, these attributes up to 78% of the Lords are covered by the material energy as the sun is covered by a cloud. The covered strength of the sun is very dim compared to the original glare, and similarly the original color of the living beings with such attributes becomes almost extinct. There are 3 planetary systems, namely the lower worlds, the intermediate worlds, and the upper worlds. The human beings on earth are situated at the beginning of the intermediate worlds, but living beings like Brahma and his contemporaries live in the upper worlds, of which the topmost is Satyalok. In Satyalok, the inhabitants are fully cognizant of Vedic wisdom, and thus the mystic cloud of material energy is cleared. Therefore, they are known as the Vedas personified. Such persons, being fully aware of knowledge both mundane and transcendental, have no interest in either the mundane or transcendental worlds. They are practically desireless devotees. In the mundane world, they have nothing to achieve, and in the transcendental world, they are full in themselves. Then why do they come to the mundane world? They descend to different planets as messihas by the order of the Lord to deliver the fallen souls. On the earth, they come down to do good to the people of the world in different circumstances under different climatic influences. They have nothing to do in this world save and accept, reclaim the fallen souls rotting in material existence, deluded by material energy. Hare Krishna.